everyone, it's Lisa Joy Young, and today I am doing this super gory eye mask that looks like the skin has been pulled away from my face and my skull and muscles are being exposed. So I did this in honor of Brian Wolf, who recently passed away from cancer. They're all about gore. Me, not so much. I'm not very good at it. I don't do it often, so I'm not gonna lie, this was definitely a challenge for me. But if you'd like to learn how I did it, keep on watching.
So the first step is to use liquid latex, but before I get into the tutorial, I want to show you how to save your brushes when using this stuff. The first thing you're going to want to do is coat your brush in liquid dish soap and then blot off any excess. When you are applying the latex, make sure to always keep your brush completely saturated, or else once it dries, your brush will be ruined. When you're ready to clean your brush, saturate in dish soap once again, and then scrub everything out, and your brush will be as good as new. If you'd like, you can start off by first tracing the pattern of your design, although this is not necessary. Next, apply your liquid latex in a thick line all around your eyes in the shape of a mask. Next, take thin strips of toilet paper that are torn on both sides and adhere them to the wet liquid latex that you just applied. Continue that process all the way around your mask. After you've stuck on all of your tissue, make sure to tear off any pieces that didn't stick to your latex, and then repeat the entire process 2 to 3 times. After you're done applying all of your tissue, you want to seal everything in with a thin coat of latex. Latex is shiny and sticky once it's dried, so make sure to set it with some translucent powder. To help conceal the edges of your latex and your natural skin, you can take some very full coverage concealer or foundation and buff it into your skin and into the latex to help hide those edges. Finally, set everything with a pigmented powder to help blend it all together seamlessly. I decided to apply a little blush, and I'm using Glazel blush, and it was such a beautiful color, but it was a lot more pigmented than I expected. Oops. Let's buff some of that out. To make your skin look like it's been torn away from your face and ripped off, pull up on the latex with tweezers all around your mask. Next, you're going to want to tear pieces out to make it look ripped and torn and really gross. The last step for the latex is to take a little more latex or spirit gum and use it to adhere parts of your torn pieces up onto your face to give them definition and interest. Underneath the skin, I wanted it to look like there were bones with muscles being pulled away from them, and to paint the bones, I used a creamy white color and put a little on my nose, surrounded my eyes, and went up onto my forehead with it. I decided to conceal my eyebrows, so I simply took a school glue stick and rubbed it in. I wanted a more blue toned red to look more like blood, so I used Mehron Paradise red, and I applied it with a fluffy brush to give a nice thin layer to prevent creasing on my eyelids. And I've heard you're not supposed to use red around your eyes. I'm not really sure why. I've never had a problem with it, but you can do so at your own risk. Using a thinner round brush, I applied red to all the other empty spaces on the mask, and I made sure to really get up into where the silicone was. Next, feather the red down into your bone areas to help fade them into each other, and pull red lines up into the bones to make it look like the muscle is pulling away. The trick to this is to use very light, thin strokes all going the same direction. I also decided to add some vein-like markings, and to do these, just keep your line very, very thin and wiggle your brush as you move along. To help add depth, add shadowing all along the outside rim of your eye with black shadow or black paint, whatever you prefer, and just make sure to do this slowly and try not to overdo it. I ended up putting a little too much black here. And make sure to do the inner corner of your eye as well. Finally, add some highlight to help bring attention to the inner parts of your eyes. With a skinny brush and dark red paint, add texture to the muscles by drawing in very fine curving lines. Also, do lines in black and finally white for highlights. Using black paint or powder, shade around all of the edges of your latex. Putting a yellowish creamy white on a sponge and pouncing it onto the bones will help give them more texture. To make the flaps of skin look bloody on the inside, I painted the inside portions red with Mehron Paradise and Fab Berry Wine, I believe. Next, I took the Mehron Paradise red and flicked it onto my face to create a splattering effect. Finally, I finished everything off with gel blood.
Alright everybody, so this is it. I hope that you like it and that you can use it at one of those gory Halloween events that are happening right now. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. If you haven't done so already, please rate, comment, and subscribe. And check me out on Facebook. The link to my Facebook is below, along with all of the products I used in this video. Thanks so much, guys. Bye. Say bye. Bye.